Well, welcome to SmileTrain's inaugural Leadership Innovation and Training Congress. As many of you know, SmileTrain has, for quite some time now, been supporting global, regional, and national congresses. However, this is our first SmileTrain Congress of this kind. For those of you who don't know me, I have the privilege of serving as the chairman of SmileTrain's Global Medical Advisory Board. I've been part of this organization for the past 13 years and chair for the last 10. It's an honor to open the conference and welcome you. As you all know, the purpose of this Congress is for us to convene our partners and comprehensive cleft care leaders in the region and globally to discuss how we can continue to raise the bar in cleft care. To better set the stage, I want to spend a few minutes talking with you about SmileTrain's focus on safety and quality within a comprehensive or multidisciplinary approach to cleft care. Our partners in Latin America have been leaders in many of our safety and quality initiatives, and this organization has made great strides. Yet we also know there's still much to do and much that requires continued effort and investment from all of us. Let me begin talking about safety audits. We see it as our duty to ensure the safety and quality of every SmileTrain sponsored cleft treatment. One of the ways we do this is through our safety auditing process. The data we get serves two purposes. It ensures continuous compliance with the standards outlined in the SmileTrain Safety and Quality Protocol. And significantly, it identifies equipment and training needs that our partners may have. We conduct 5 different types of safety audits. One is prospective, that is before any partner is onboarded. The second is preventative. Every 3 years, we request an ongoing audit for compliance. The third is an audit after a sentinel event, that is after a significant complication has been reported. The fourth is a surgical outreach audit, which is really on day one of a surgical outreach program. And finally, we have an annual self-administered self-certification audit that our partners complete. I'm proud to say that we've made great progress conducting safety audits in the Latin America region. Since we began this initiative in 2019, we've completed 131 in-person safety audits. Over 70% of our partners in the region have completed a safety audit, which is really outstanding. There's been a high level of commitment and a huge push for audits within the region. This required our staff to train and certify additional auditors. And as such, we've moved from 7 auditors in 2022 to 23 auditors this year to date. Now, while all this effort is very impressive, what's even more remarkable are the scores themselves. Of the 48 audits completed in 2023 thus far, almost 90% achieved a score greater than 90%. 9% achieved between 75 and 90%, and only about 2% scored under 75%. This said, we know there are areas where we can all improve. These audits are not meant to be punitive, but rather they are informative and supportive of our partners. And along those lines, we've learned a lot from the data we've collected. They've enabled us to identify some training as well as equipment and supply gaps that we've been able to address. Of course, we want to ensure our partners have well-trained professionals and all the equipment and supplies that they need in good working condition. Some of those things we've been able to support include things like pulse oximeters, capnography devices, appropriately sized pediatric endotracheal tubes, defibrillators, and anesthesia machines. Again, I want to underscore the importance of these audits. We should all be on a journey of continuous improvement, always looking for ways to enhance the care we're providing. With this, we've mapped out our plans to conduct the remaining safety audits throughout the next fiscal year, and we really do appreciate everyone's commitment to completing these. I want to move on to our cleft leadership centers. As you may know, we're very proud to have 7 cleft leadership centers across the world, centers that specialize in offering high quality, comprehensive cleft care, many treating a very high volume of patients. 3 of these centers are in the LATAM region, 1 in each subregion, so 1 here in Chile, 1 in Brazil, and 1 in Mexico. All these centers serve as regional hubs for treatment, education, training, and research with a team model of care. They serve as a resource for other cleft centers to ensure the highest standard of cleft care is available for all of our patients. I want to take a few minutes now to highlight just a couple of the many initiatives that these CLCs, as we call them, have undertaken. I'd like to start talking about Centrino Baru in Sao Paulo, Brazil. SmileTrain has been working with Centrino since 2017. In addition to leading the way in comprehensive cleft care, Baru has worked very hard to develop tools and resources to train and support both medical professionals and caregivers. In 2020, as part of SmileTrain's concerted efforts to strengthen our nutrition programs, we surveyed providers to better understand their needs. From these findings, the SmileTrain team in Brazil connected with Baru to discuss resource development, and from there, they developed nutrition manuals. They created several of these manuals now to educate our caregivers. These have now been widely successful and translated into several different languages. Additionally, Baru, which is connected to the University of Sao Paulo, took it a step further and created a certified nutrition course for providers. 500 people, including nutritionists, nurses, and pediatricians, have all benefited from the course. This has then been recorded and shared with our colleagues and partners in Africa. Sully Pietro, the Baru nutrition advisor, is now working to open a new class to again offer this course online. Baru has also developed some interesting psychology-related resources. For this, they again partnered with the University of Sao Paulo and created a certificate course in psychology. They've also prepared a one-pager to help guide medical professionals in coping with difficult situations that they might find themselves in, such as losing a patient. On to Centro Suma in Mexico City. Centro Suma has been very involved in training and research. Dr. Jose Maya has continued to develop many training courses and provide mentorship to others throughout Mexico, as well as more broadly within the region, to include Central America and the Caribbean. The team at Suma has also pursued research. In 2023, to date, they have produced 2 publications and presented at 4 international congresses, and they look forward to continuing to advance cleft clinical care through research. Currently, this team is pursuing 5 lines of research, including qualitative classification of cleft lip and palate, operative model of the dental department for the attention of kids with cleft lip and palate, the operative model of surgical orthopedic treatment in kids with cleft lip and palate, a general index of bacterial plaque in kids with cleft lip and palate, and nutritional evaluation of mothers in correlation with the cleft lip and palate condition. Let me move on to Foundation Ganz. A couple of years ago, Foundation Ganz developed a speech certificate course. The course has been offered 4 times now, twice in South America, once in Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean region. And it was also offered once to speech pathologists in Spain. Overall, 99 speech pathologists have been trained using this. The certificate course has now evolved into a diploma course for speech evaluation and treatment. Thanks to our partnership with the University of San Martin de Porres in Peru, this inaugural diploma course is set to start directly following this Congress. It will run for 5 months and cover 5 modules, where 25 speech therapists from Latin America will receive 24 academic credits. Speaking of education, this will continue to be an area that SmileTrain invests heavily in. As we move forward, we plan to use education and training as the primary pathway to achieve safer and an even higher quality of care. At present, we plan to do this primarily by including a training of trainers component in our training model, in a bid to build sustainability to run courses within the region. We are prioritizing trainings in anesthesia, nursing, nutrition, and team coordination, as well as fellowship programs. We have a continued desire to enable local sustainability by providing partners with educational opportunities to increase that capacity. Our TOT trainings, as we call them, will help us scale and maximize impact. We hope to run one of each of our globally offered trainings in the region this year. This includes anesthesia conference attendance for partners in conjunction with local anesthesia associations, and anesthesia trainings to include safe pediatrics and safe pediatrics for cleft. We also intend to utilize Nursing Care Saves Lives, Spoon nutrition training, Lifebox Team Cleft for team coordination, and BLS and Pediatric Advanced Life Support, or PALS. We plan to continue our support of select fellowships as well in the region, in the areas particularly of anesthesia and surgery. In closing, I want to acknowledge the great efforts towards safety and quality within the region. It requires a genuine team effort and commitment. At Smile Train, we are committed to continuing to prioritize these areas and invest accordingly. While much has been accomplished, we recognize that there is still much to do. We very much appreciate how the Latin American region has been a beacon for so many other regions. You have all certainly set the bar very high for quality cleft care. We appreciate your leadership and your willingness to push forward to continue to raise that bar even higher. I hope you enjoy your conference, and thank you for your time and attention today.